Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and this past weekend we raised $110,000 for Crisis Text Line. That is absolutely astonishing. Thank you everybody so much for joining the charity live stream, and thank you everybody so much for donating to the cause. If you don't know about Crisis Text Line, I'll leave a link in the description below that links to their website. You can find out more about them, but I'm sure you know about it because I blabbered endlessly about it. And it was fun. It was so much fun to be there with my friends, and the whole gang was able to participate, and you guys were able to play with us, and it was just a lot of fun. And I know we haven't been doing these charity live streams regularly enough, but I guarantee you this is the start of regular monthly charity live streams. In fact, Tyler and I are going back home to Cincinnati, and when we are there, we're hoping to join Bob and Wade in a Cincinnati reunion charity live stream that should be oodles of fun. We just have to set up a few things, but that will be next month, and we're probably going to do a Christmas theme to it. And also I want to do a 12 days of Christmas video thing that we're going to be doing next month. But that's getting ahead of myself because I wanted to talk about this week's videos, and by the title of this video, which is probably something along the lines of Embrace the Cringe. It was a lot of fun. I'm not knocking what we did at all, but it's just that thing about experimenting and trying new things, and you definitely find the things that don't work. And I mentioned this on the live stream. We went out to a park and we met with you guys, and it was a great experience, as it always is. But we tried something which we probably shouldn't have tried. So basically, we went out to the park, and it was super awesome, as it always is, to meet you guys and be able to do videos with you guys. And there's still another video that we did from that session that's gonna come out later, but one of the things that we did do was attempt the Don't Laugh Challenge in public, and we discovered that either that doesn't work in general, or we're just not funny, which I'm more inclined to believe the latter of the two options there, because something about being in public versus a controlled environment like the office is just vastly different, because the Don't Laugh Challenge is supposed to be kinda cringy because there's moments where it doesn't work. They don't laugh, and it's just, hey, okay, that joke didn't go anywhere, gonna step away from the awkwardness now. You know, that's part of the experience, but when you're out in a park, you don't get to escape. You don't get to run away when something's bad, because the weirdest thing was, there was an audience there. You guys were there, and you guys don't wanna be mean, so you kinda half laugh, but that's so much worse than just dead silence, because it's kind of funny when a joke falls so flat on its face that it's just crickets is all you can hear. And sometimes, like, that is funny in and of itself, and that's what makes the Don't Laugh Challenge good. But when you get a bad joke and then yeah, that is the death of comedy. That is the death of everything. And I talked about on the live stream that I was gonna play this, and of course I am, because I'm not gonna shy away from this one. It didn't work, and I'm gonna show you how not work it did. So this is what we're talking about.
Do that.
Oh, this is exactly what we're talking about when we say that, you know,
There's a little leak. Come on.
the
Dude.
Don't do it.
It really sucks when my head's stuck in a ball.
yeah. I mean, it'll work sometimes, because in the moment, I guarantee you everyone was there was like, yeah, that was a good time. But then when you watch it back, it's like, we were so desperately trying. Here we go. Oh boy.
Gotta go fast.
Moo. Moo, moo. I'm a horse. Moo. Moo.
Oh, that spit.
Moo. It's not spit, it's water. Moo.
I got a big one coming out.
Moo. Moo. Ow.
Wet.
My knees.
See, the point is that in the moment, it could be funny, but in not the moment, it's not. It's 100% not.
Babe!
Give me all your laughs. I'll do it, I swear. Give them to me. Laugh. 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 No.
Mike. Mad one.
I'm a senator. Well, bam. Oh, American family values
I'm
are
Monica
great.
Lewinsky.
Oh no.
Come on! Tickle, tickle. 20 years ago, you were still a bitch.
20 years ago, I could have a baby.
See, it works, but then it doesn't work. But it was still fun. I'm not gonna say this wasn't fun. It's one of those moments. Like, if you ever see that video, where the world's worst, the world's worst flash mob. It's where they do Gangnam Style in the mall. What am I talking about? I'll just pull it up. It's this video. Hang on, wait. It's this video where they're in the mall and you see them like. Oh my god. It's just they're not committing, and that's the problem. They're like, it's like half committing. It's the essence of all. And then this guy waiting in the wings. Like, there's so many people that are waiting in the wings, and then there's no coordination. And that's exactly what we had going on here. But they probably had fun. They probably had a lot of fun. And then everyone watching was like, that's cute. But then as soon as it gets put on the internet, it's unedited, and it's just a nonstop barrage of awkward. It gets pretty bad. And that's kind of what happened here. And it's not any fault of you guys. It's only us. It's only us. Oh wait, I want to talk about this guy. That guy right here. That kid really. That kid was really funny. Not for good reasons, but he was just funny.
What do you call a squirrel that flies? A flying squirrel.
I just gotta say.
What do you call a person on the ground? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This is, oh my god. It was just it's the world's saddest countdown that is just, it's the funniest shit. It's literally just the world's saddest countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just the somber, yeah. I hate to say that it's bad because it was the kids like deadpan jokes that almost actually made me laugh. Because he said the first one was like, what do you call a squirrel that flies? A flying squirrel. And it was just the way that he delivered it was just really funny to me. And then the next one was, what do you call a guy on the ground? A dead guy. It's just like, oh my god. They aren't bad jokes, they're anti-jokes. And those are funny, whereas bad jokes are not. And it's just, there's a distinct difference. It's like that Brian Regan joke where his son said, how come dinosaurs can't talk? Well, I don't know. 'Cause they're all dead. Also, I want to mention that Ethan spit on my face right here. If you watch, here comes the sad countdown.
Where's the food?
Spit right on my face. Right after the sad countdown. It was a good end to the video, it really was. But, man, it was just silly. Anyway, I don't have enough time to show you the entire video, but trust me, the rest is just exactly as that. But anyway, it's still fun. Like, I don't want to knock this in any way. It's not fun to go out here and do this stuff with you guys, but there's just a line to cross in terms of making a video out of it and putting it up on the internet, because Catherine was trying to edit that one, and then Catherine was just like going up to me, was like, not funny, it's not funny. And I go like, oh, it can't be that bad. Oh my god, I'm not funny. And then like we couldn't even hide behind the shield of awkwardness to try to make it a good video. Cause we could not put that up and go, here you go everybody, this is funny, right? Ha 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 ha. So the only way that we can talk about it is in the sense that we know it was not good. So anyway, that is the story of that. But oddly enough, that's the way that Ethan was telling me about the other video, the one that we did put up, the Don't Laugh Challenge that we did, because Ethan told me, this video's not funny either. And then we all gathered around and watched it, and we could not catch our breaths because we were laughing so hard. It was so incredibly funny to us because it was the perfect blend of awkward cringiness with actual funniness. Just the spontaneity, the improvisation of it makes for a really fun video. And that's why I love those types of videos. But that does not mean that I won't be doing the Try Not to Laugh Challenge, which is gonna come again very soon. I've got a stockpile of videos, I just gotta go through them again. Maybe I'll try to incorporate a you guys component to that too, but I don't know. There's a lot of holiday stuff coming up, but we do aim to get out there with you guys a lot more. So that is the wrap up for this week. We've had just a ton of fun, and I'm super happy with the way things have been going because I've been more motivated than ever to just get videos done, and I'm like honored that I've got so many cool people around me that want to push me to be better and make better videos and just get out there and do stuff every day and try new things. I don't regret trying this new thing. I don't regret trying, even if it turns out to be bad. I do not regret trying, and that's something that I would encourage you guys to go out and do, because in this regard, we failed, but fear of failure shouldn't be something that dissuades you from trying new things and going out there and expanding your horizons, because you never know what's actually gonna work until you go out there and do it. And I guarantee you there's some people that are funnier than we are that could have made that work. Just not us, and not then. So either way, thank you everybody so much for watching. Look forward to another charity live stream next month with even more friends. It should be super awesome and hopefully back in Cincinnati. And look forward to Bob and Wade coming out here to visit very soon. So thank you again everybody for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!